So, you've been brushing your teeth, microwaving leftovers, and plugging in your phone like a pro, right? Well, maybe not. Turns out a lot of the everyday stuff we use all the time, from aluminum foil to headphone jacks, is designed very differently than we assume. Today on Top 8, we're diving into those everyday things you've probably been using totally wrong. And trust us, once you see number 1, you'll never look at your hoodie the same way again. Let's get into it. At number 8, toothpaste. You're probably slathering way too much toothpaste onto your brush. Blame those commercials with the huge swoops. But here's the thing, you only need a pea-sized amount. Anything more is mostly just foam and wasted minty effort. And while we're at it, let's talk technique. Most people scrub side to side like they're sanding wood. But dentists recommend small circular motions and holding the brush at a 45-degree angle to your gum line. Oh, and don't rinse immediately after brushing. It washes away the fluoride that's supposed to protect your teeth. Wild, right? At number 7, aluminum foil, there's a shiny side and a dull side. But do you actually know why? So most people assume one side of aluminum foil cooks faster or better, right? But in reality, it's just a result of how the foil is manufactured. Both sides actually work the same unless you're using non-stick foil, where, by the way, the dull side is the non-stick side. And here's something most people miss entirely, that little cardboard tab on the sides of the box. You're actually supposed to push those in so the roll doesn't fly out every time you tear a sheet. At number 6, headphone jacks. Okay, this one's kinda niche now that we're in the wireless era. But if you're still rocking wired headphones, you've likely missed a key detail. The jack isn't just for audio. So, many headphones with inline mics have this system of tiny metal rings. They're called TRRS plugs. These rings actually separate the mic, audio left, audio right, and ground. But if you plug those into a port that only supports stereo or TRS, the mic just won't work. Also, jamming or twisting the jack while it's plugged in is honestly a fast track to fraying the wires inside. If your headphones only play sound in one ear, this is probably why. Unplug straight, not like you're starting a lawnmower. At number 5, phone charging. You plug it in at night and wake up to 100%. Simple, right? Not exactly. Charging your phone to 100% every night and leaving it plugged in long after it's full puts long-term stress on the battery. Lithium-ion batteries actually prefer to live between 20% and 80%. Even worse, using cheap charging cables. Not only do they often charge slower, but they can actually overheat or damage your device over time. The same goes for fast charging all the time. It's fine in a pinch, but constant fast charging can slowly degrade your battery health. So, yeah, maybe don't treat your charger like it's just a wall leash. At number 4, microwave reheating. You toss leftovers in the microwave, hit 30 seconds, and end up with lava on the outside and fridge cold in the middle. The fix? Arrange your food in a ring, like a donut, leaving the center empty. Microwaves heat from the outside in, and this shape helps distribute the heat more evenly. Also, cover your food, not just to prevent splatter, but to trap steam, which helps it reheat faster and stay moist. Use a microwave-safe lid or even a damp paper towel for magic results. And avoid plastic wrap unless it's specifically labeled microwave safe. Some plastics leach chemicals when heated. At number 3, kitchen spaghetti spoons. You know that big hole in the center of a spaghetti serving spoon? It's not just for draining water. It actually measures out one perfect serving of dry spaghetti. Stick a bunch of uncooked noodles through the hole until it's full. That's what one adult serving is supposed to look like. And while we're here, you're probably also not salting your pasta water enough. It should taste like the sea. Bland pasta equals your fault, not the sauce. At number 2, elevator close door buttons. Hate to break it to you, but in most modern elevators, especially in the United States, that close door button, it's a placebo, a decoy. It's wired, sure, but often disabled due to accessibility laws that require doors to remain open long enough for anyone to enter, including those with mobility issues. The button only works for maintenance or emergency personnel with special keys, so unless you're in a very old building or another country, you're just pressing metal for emotional comfort. Feels like betrayal, doesn't it? At number 1, hoodies. So, have you ever noticed that little triangle of fabric sewn into the neckline of some hoodies and sweatshirts? Well, it's actually not just for looks. Originally, it was meant to absorb sweat and provide stretch when pulling the garment over your head. Vintage athletic wear used to feature this as a functional element, not just a design quirk. Also, that front pocket? It's a breeding ground for phone drops, candy wrappers, and lint. But if you've ever had it stitched shut halfway, that's not a manufacturing error. It's a theft prevention measure used in stores so people don't sneak stuff inside during fittings. Fun fact, some newer hoodies include hidden headphone loops or tech pockets, so you might be underutilizing your entire outfit. So there you have it, 8 things you've been using every day totally wrong. But hey, now you've got bragging rights at the next group hangout or awkward elevator ride. Like weird facts that change how you see the world? Subscribe to Top 8, where we make the everyday feel anything but ordinary.